Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. From the 62 people that viewed my Instagram story, 9 said yes by the time I am recording this video to part 2 of my Foolishness Grown Men Have Told Me video. Because outside is hot, like very hot, I decided to make myself a smoothie bowl. Very delicious actually. And my granola was made from scratch. I'm very proud of myself. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. This is so good. Story number 1. Apparently, the ex I mentioned in the last video. In fact, I think my ex could have a whole book for himself. Watches my videos. And he messaged in the group chat because he's blocked on all my social media. I am missing on the book. Now, I don't mind him watching my videos. The problem comes when he speaks to me. Why? Because I asked him not to speak to me. Now, you might see me, with his personality, there's a problem. I have asked this man twice not to speak to me. And it wasn't under the intention to never speak to me again. It was just me wanting a break from him speaking to me. Why? Because whenever he approaches me, it raises my anxiety levels. It just used to set me off. And I used to get so anxious, it was making me physically ill. Nauseous, going to the toilet. And it may seem extreme, but that's just how your body reacts to mental stress or extreme emotions. And it took me a while to realize this. And when I did realize what was causing the problem, I decided to message him and say, okay, I forgive you for how our relationship ended because he dumped me without telling me why. And then we didn't speak for months after, partly because I blocked him, yes. But knowing that, he still approached me when the new semester started and kept saying, hi, how are you doing? Hi, how are you doing? And it used to stress me out along with the school work. After a while, I couldn't take it anymore. And I messaged him and said, you are forgiven. But why did you dump me? Because I wanted to know what I did wrong, if I did something wrong, and how I could better myself in that sense. But simple reason, he gave up. That's all he said. And after that, I said, okay, that's fine. But could you start approaching me and speaking to me? Because I'm not comfortable with it. What did he do? He came the Monday after, because I spoke to him on the weekend, and he said, hi, I know I'm not supposed to speak to you, but I just want to know how your day was. Yo, I wasn't planning to talk about him in any of my videos because I just wanted him to leave me alone. If he can't even respect me asking him not to approach me, what does that say? So I asked him again if he could stop speaking to me, just give me a break. And what did he respond with? I thought we were cool. Noah, I can start speaking to you. That day, I left that room and I went outside and I cried. Not like right outside, I probably went to the bathroom. Him pushing that boundary just sent me over the edge. If he's watching this video, please just let me be. My second story. This story is about a group of friends who like to make fun of people. After that breakup, well, that same person I was just talking about in the first story, I really could not take foolishness anymore. So I decided to leave the group. But before that, of course, I had to endure all the foolishness. Actually, the person who used to tell me about my Vegeta hairline was in that friend group as well, along with the one who called me short. So you can see I had good reason to leave. So this is another story from that same friend group. They had a habit at one point of calling me a man. Why? probably because I was tall. Well, I am tall. And sometimes I do dress like a guy, but that's what I'm comfortable dressing in. Because my mother dressed me in cargo shorts and a t-shirt until I was 11 years old. So that's what I got comfortable dressing in, and that's how I dress. Another factor that probably contributed was the fact that I grew up with guys. So in some way, and in some behaviors, I behave like a guy. Hey, as you can see, I am a female. Of course, that used to upset me. And I asked him not to call me that because I didn't like it. Because I was conscious of the fact that yes, I behave in a kind of manly manner at times. And have been made fun of it. Made fun of because of it. So I didn't like it. But did it stop? No. It just got worse. So, reason number what? 100 for me to have left that friend group? Well, no, y'all know. If you still don't see anything wrong with what you're doing as friends, you really need to reevaluate your values. Just saying. Story number 3. So, this is from the same friend group. I'm glad I left that group. And I still talk to the people there, but... So one of them, after they saw how much I really loved my best friend, like, I love her with all my heart. She made it really easy for me to get through secondary school. It was rough. Let me tell you, it was rough. So I used to hang out with her all the time because she used to make me happy. If someone makes you happy, you're gonna want to stick around them. Yeah. He then decided to say or ask, I don't remember what went down, but are you bi? I'm like, what? Are you bisexual? Now let me tell you, I had no idea what bisexual meant at that time. I'm just like, what does that mean? And he said, that's when you like both boys and girls. I said, no. He said, okay. You love Coney a little too much though. You hang on to her a little too much. She's my best friend. What do you expect me to do? And he said, okay, if you're not bi, you're bi-curious. And I said, what? Did you not hear me when I said I am not bi? Every time he used to see me with her, he'd be like, I see what's going on here. It's like my fourth and final story. So I study computer science at university, and sometimes I have trouble with programming, and I ask for help, which I guess is a good thing instead of me just sitting down and being confused. And this guy I asked at one point was like, how are you so dumb? How did you get into computer science? Honestly, people really need to stop and think for a moment. Not everybody's gonna pick up on something. You're just deterring them from asking for help, and they're just gonna make themselves miserable the more and more they try to solve something by themselves. All they need is a second mind to help them with it, or somebody who understands it better than them to help them with it. And as I said, 2 heads are better than 1. So, of course, that's something I have up till now haven't forgotten. And I struggle with my programming from time to time because I don't want to ask somebody for fear they tell me that I'm dumb. Just help the person, man. It doesn't take anything from you. Alright, I have an honorable mention. This one was a little further back, secondary school. I used to hang out with this guy who was a lot taller than me and, as you can guess, scrawnier. And some guys in the back of the class were, doing their thing at the back of the class, playing fool. This guy looks over at me and my friend, and he says, you know what so-and-so and Jay-Z look like? They look like the giraffe and the hippo from Madagascar. I mean, I laughed, but I also felt like he was calling me fat. I didn't take it too well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And for those who voted for me to speak about the hair products I use, don't worry, I'll do it in the next video. I just wanted to know which one I should do first. So without further ado, thanks for watching. I'd like you guys to comment, like, and subscribe, and share my videos with your friends because I would love to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Not asking for much, just by the end of the year. So, bye!